Hello and welcome everyone to another edition of Houston Wrestling Radio. This is Abel.
And this is Travis.
And this is Randy.
Hey, welcome back, Randy.
Thanks.
Oh, we kind of missed you last week.
I missed you guys too.
Aww.
I didn't have anybody to team up with against Abel.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Back you up this time.
Yeah. I was running a roughshod all over this guy over here last week. So yeah, that was a good deal. So
well, now there's this week.
What?
Now there's this week.
Yeah, this week it's not gonna quite be the same. I guess not.
How was your weekend?
It was good. It was good. Kind of just a real chill, relaxed weekend.
Ah, those are the best.
Yeah. How about you?
We watched movies.
You watch movies? You see anything good?
Yeah. We saw. We were trying to catch up on Oscar-worthy movies, and we've been over the past week or so, couple weeks, watched quite a few. Yeah.
So nothing with The Rock.
No, no. We watched Django.
Okay.
Saw Django Unchained. We watched. I finally got to see Argo.
I wanted to see that.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah.
Silver Lining Playbook.
Yeah.
I really want to see that.
That's a good movie.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
My sister said it was a fantastic book, so.
Yeah, we saw that. We saw there's one animated movie. What did we see?
Hotel Transylvania.
Yeah, Hotel Transylvania.
That was good too.
Wow, you saw a lot of movies.
Yeah. And TV. We've watched a lot of Netflix and stuff.
Well, would you say that overall, all the stuff that you watched this past weekend was good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Well, because it's all Oscar stuff,
Yeah.
So of course it's going to be.
Oh, we also saw the Zero Dark 30.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was okay.
That was
okay. For that one. Yeah, I think I fell asleep a couple times there, but
okay.
Anyway.
Well, it's good that you got to watch some good things.
Yeah.
Because wrestling this week, not as good. Not so good.
Yeah, you noticed that, did you?
Yeah, this week was kind of... There's been better weeks.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the best way to put it.
So I didn't miss anything?
Except bad television?
No, Randy, you didn't miss anything. I'm on a wrestling podcast. I didn't watch any of the wrestling shows. No.
That's supposed to be implied, not said.
Right. Well, no, actually, you missed a lot of things, but just none of them were good. So, yeah, there was a ton of stuff that we missed. How do you want to butcher this week? Travis, you want to start with Raw?
I'm feeling a little like CM Punk right now.
Oh, yeah?
I want to drop a pipe bomb.
You want to drop a pipe bomb?
Right smack in the middle of WWE.
Well, don't let me stop you from dropping a pipe bomb. Bombs away.
Where to start? Let's start with Raw, shall we?
Okay.
This is the go-home show for the Royal Rumble.
Yes.
It's arguably the second biggest pay-per-view of the year.
No, not arguably. It is.
It is the
second biggest.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. I was trying to be generous. That's not going to happen anymore. Did this show feel like a go-home show for the Rumble?
No.
Do you feel any better? Say, hey, I want to order this pay-per-view.
No.
No. That's a damn shame. What were they thinking on this show? Okay, we have The Rock. That's good.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah. He's not allowed to come into the arena.
Yet he was in the arena.
He was in the arena. As
like that whole thing about, he's stuck outside. Like, I expected to see outside nighttime, parking lot, cars driving by,
yes.
The moon in the sky.
Simple and easy fixes.
Yeah.
Simple solutions. But no, they did it inside the building.
Inside the building.
Yes.
Where the cops were inside with him.
Right.
Right.
And apparently, Vicky's got total control over everybody, including cops.
Including the San Diego Police Department.
Yeah, she can tell them when they'll be suspended.
San Jose, sorry.
Wherever
they were.
Whatever,
right.
yeah.
Not Houston. Gotcha.
Yeah. The whole thing going through there, I guess we're supposed to believe for an hour, Rock was trying to get past 3 little security guards or cops, whatever, to get in. No,
they were supposed to be from the actual police department. They were supposed to be actual police.
Well, then I'm pretty sure they got fired.
Yes. But yeah, he was standing out there haggling with them for an hour? Come on.
Behind the scenes, those 3 guys were having, that must have been a highlight of their life, getting chill out with The Rock.
Yeah.
But on screen.
They were probably indie wrestlers.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. Oh, I'm sure of it, yeah. But on screen, he was trying to do some catchy little catchphrases and whatnot, and it wasn't working out.
Yeah.
Rock was good, but it wasn't. And then the whole thing with the ticket, he was able to get a ticket, and apparently
he was supposed to have gotten it from the cop.
Right. But
why was a cop just give you the ticket?
Why didn't he do it in the first place?
Yeah, first of all, if he was going to do that, why didn't he do it in the first place?
Yeah.
Second off, why would a cop have that extra ticket if he knew he wasn't going to be able to go if he was working that event? And then why would you even give it to the guy that been told is banned?
That's part of your job, is to ban this man from the arena.
Yeah, it's like, oh, here you go, have a ticket. Like, what? And of course, I mean, you want to get to the obvious part about the ticket and The Rock coming in and all that?
Oh, you mean the fact that... well, let me ask you this.
Okay.
Raw was in Houston.
Right.
I didn't get to go. I didn't get my ticket.
Right.
You bought tickets.
Yes.
Had you gone to backstage and trying to go out through the main stage, would they have let you?
No.
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 Oh, okay.
They didn't even let me.
So he had the Willy Wonka golden ticket.
Yeah, that was the gold. The cop had
the
golden
ticket.
Effing ticket. Yeah. WTF.
Yeah. Part 1.
Yeah. Okay. This is going to be. I don't want to say that there's WTF moments because
Raw was WTF.
Yeah, saying that it was just a moment is, we're talking about units of time that just don't work for moment.
Okay.
This whole week has been nothing but WTF.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Moving on from that whole segment, we can get into the whole, okay, he got the ticket, he was able to walk in, no problems. I was expecting him to come through the crowd or something.
He walked in, right. Yeah, he didn't come in through the crowd. He walked in.
Oh, would you...
Through the ramp.
Right.
With entrance music.
With entrance music, yes.
On the show that Vicky has banned you on.
That's what a golden ticket does, Abel.
I guess so. I want one of these golden tickets so that when I go to Raw, I can come out the entrance with my own freaking entrance music and going through the ramp.
Yeah.
Like that. I want that ticket.
Who knew that would be so simple?
Yeah. Who knew?
And not getting much detail about Rock's promo, but he kept going on about, he didn't really, I was trying to find out why he was so eager to fight Punk for the title. Mm-hmm. I couldn't figure that out. Punk is just trying to maintain his stature as WWE champion. He doesn't want Rock getting it. Why does Rock want it? He said that he's worked 10 years to get a WWE title shot.
No, he hasn't.
Exactly.
He's gone for 10 years. And
he never asked for the title shot. Remember back in Raw 1000, whenever they said Rock gets the title shot Rumble.
Yeah.
Rock didn't even say that. I think was it Vince? Somebody, yeah, I think it was Vince that said that.
I don't know.
Somebody said, yeah, Rock's gonna get a title match.
Yeah.
He might as well say title.
You're gonna get the belt. Yeah. Oh, thanks. Yeah.
What do I do with it now?
What do I do with it now?
Go promote my movies with the title?
Yeah. And, I mean, going back to that whole, he's been working hard for 10 years to get... No, you haven't.
No.
You totally abandoned the wrestling world, and you've been working hard at being a Hollywood celebrity, a Hollywood movie star, whatever.
You've been working hard. I'm not going to give it...
You've been working hard at that, yes. I'm not taking anything away from The Rock there.
Yeah.
But he wasn't working hard towards getting a WWE title shot. If he thinks that what working hard towards a WWE title shot is, he really took the long way around. Like, there's a lot easier...
You mean you don't have to wait 10 years to get a title shot?
No! You don't have to go and be a big shot celebrity to do it either. You don't have to do any of that. All you have to do is just stay in the WWE, get some feuds going, beat some people, and get some...
You're talking nonsense.
Yeah, I guess I am.
Nonsense.
I'm talking complete nonsense.
Yeah. Moving on from right there, from nonsense to that...
To more nonsense.
More nonsense. Beat the Clock Challenge. WTF.
Well, okay, this is where we're going to disagree. I like Beat the Clock challenges. I really do.
I'm talking about devoting your go-home episode of Raw to Beat the Challenge to, first of all, when they set it up, the winner of the Beat the Clock Challenge gets to pick their number.
Right.
Which, first of all, when they first announced that, I said, okay, that's kind of weird. Why didn't they say you get number 30 entrance? Because why wouldn't you pick number 30?
Right. Well, if you're superstitious enough, you could pick number 27.
And apparently Dolph was towards the end. He was going to say, well, I can go 27. But to go through the whole show, if this is a 3-hour thing, and for the winner, Dolph, to go up to Vicky and rightfully so brag about what number he's going to pick, basically get screwed out of the win.
Right.
What the WTF? I mean, why didn't, it's a good thing Sheamus didn't win.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Well, at least for people like you. Yeah, it's a good thing Sheamus is.
Shut up.
Because you're a ginger. And you like Sheamus because he's a ginger.
We stick to our own, man.
Right.
Or fella.
Anyway, no. Okay, this is wrestling.
Mm.
And there have been many, many bait and switches throughout the years.
Right, yeah.
And to bait and switch a heel, which Ziggler is, he's a heel, that's acceptable. I get it. But where the sin lies here is that they were so adamant about the wording, about it being, they get to pick their number.
Right, yes. Yes.
That is what makes that consistency there just totally change and flip the script. And it really, really makes Vicky seem like she's just being vindictive and she's just being mean or whatever. Or they're totally just forgetting everything about their own consistency as far as storyline goes, their own continuity. So which is it? One of the two there. Is it that Vicky's trying to be heel towards a heel? Which WWE's never been good at heel on heel action, let's face it. They never have.
Right.
So are they doing it that way, which is somewhat a little bit more acceptable? Or are they just screwing over their own continuity, which they've done many times, and it's horrible, and I hate it, and I can't stand it.
Speaking of hate.
So, okay. Well, what's the answer to that question, though?
To what question?
Is it them being stupid with continuity?
Stupid.
Or
continuity.
Okay, it's not them trying to be with Vicky, do heel.
This week, it's being stupid.
Okay, it's just being stupid. Alright, go ahead. Okay, speaking of hating.
Yes. Now, normally, if this was any other show, I would not have a problem with the anger management graduation. And kudos to Daniel Bryan for parting his hair.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yes, that was a nice little touch. Thank you, Bryan. Yes. However, this is a different week. This is going into Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
When there's a tag team title match at the pay-per-view with Team Hell No, who was in the ring, versus
Rose
Scholar. Which you would think, and I was watching it, this was going on, and I'm saying, okay, when's Sandown Road's going to come out and correct all the misdoings of this whole thing?
Right.
They were nowhere to be found.
Yeah, they
didn't even announce that there was a tag team title match at the pay-per-view.
Right.
WTF.
I understand your misgivings on that. I get it. That, Rhodes Scholars didn't come out. They didn't build up the feud. They didn't even mention.
What did this have to do? Why did this have to be on this show?
Yeah, I think while the segment itself, I don't think there was anything wrong with the segment itself. Okay.
No, I'm not down into the segment itself. I'm saying the placement, the timing, and everything.
I understand. Yeah, and that's exactly where I was going. I thought it was funny, them hugging and getting other people to hug and all this and that. It was great. It was good. But yeah, you're right. It shouldn't have been on this Raw. It shouldn't have been on the Go Home show. They could have had more build up for the tag team title match going into the Royal Rumble. I get it. But let's not get this confused with the fact that the segment itself was a good segment. At least I think it was a good segment. I thought it was funny. I was laughing my ass off.
Well, you would, yeah.
Well, you didn't like the actual segment itself?
I like the fact there was a chance for Dr. Shelby.
Yes.
And apparently, he got the name of his university the same place as Joseph Parks got the name for Park and Park. Dr. Shelby, or was it Shelby Academy of anger management?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, some cheesy thing. For whatever reason, that's just as cheesy as Park and Park.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Dr. Shelby chance was pretty funny.
But why no build up for a tag team title?
That was a perfect spot for Rhodes Scholar to come out.
Yeah, that was perfect. Like them coming out,
and they started hugging, and everybody.
You cretins! Why are you embracing each other?
Yeah,
that would have been great. Yeah, but no, that didn't happen.
Yeah,
don't know why.
WTF.
All
right. So, man, this is a bad Raw. God.
What else happened on this Raw, Travis?
Don't get him started. No, don't get him started.
Oh, we already got him started.
Too late for that.
Yeah, too late for that. We already got him started. So what else happened on this Raw, Travis, that pissed you off?
John fucking Cena.
Remember language. You're going to have to edit that.
That's what this is doing to me right now. That's what this is doing to me. What the hell was up with that promo?
That promo was whack.
Is he trying to be... I feel like we should see like something on Facebook or something. Someone should like Photoshop a picture of John Cena and then put behind him the little improv.
The little brick wall?
Yeah, the brick wall, the improv thing. Because I think that's what he was trying to do. I don't know, because it was so bad, but he shouldn't have done it.
Yeah, I don't think it quite worked. Like he was pointing out the kid and trying to relate to the kid. Then he was pointing out the chick in the front row, trying to relate to him, and then pointing out the neckbeard and trying to relate to the neckbeard dude. And it's like, you don't relate to any three of those people. The one you most relate to is the kid.
Yeah. The kid was all into it. He's like, "Oh my god, yeah."
Yeah.
But
that last dude, he was like very not impressed. Like he was.
He's like one of us.
Yeah, and he was one of the ones that was called out during that Team Hell No graduation thing. Like him and his buddy, they were the ones hugging each other.
Yeah,
so I was like, "Oh, cool, it's the same dude." So it's like, yeah, for Dr. Shelby, I'll hug my friend here and play along and be a mark. But like during the Cena promo, he was like, "Oh God, I'm getting
don't talk to me, John Cena. Don't."
Oh jeez. Like he tried to like, yeah, Cena, it's me, and then Cena kept going on, and he was like, "No, this is bad. Why? Oh, jeez, I hope I'm not on TV for this." He had no problem.
Front row, buddy.
Yeah, he had no problem hugging his buddy in the.
Actually, no. If you look back, he did. Like his little buddy, he's like, he's all jumping up and down. He's like, yeah. And he took a while. He took a second for him, like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, that's beside the point. Yeah, that went way too long, and I think he even posted on Twitter. You said something about we went a long way around to get to the point of that promo.
Yeah.
And the very last second, he tried to get serious, but it was already too late. Too late at that point.
Yeah.
And then that led into the next WTF moment, which just a random who's who of guys coming out.
Well, it was kind of a who's who until the Primetime Players came out, which, hey, I'm a Primetime Player. Mark, I like the Primetime Players. I'm sorry if, I'm hating on you guys, whatever. But, like, Cena, and then who came out after Cena? Who interrupted Cena first? Was it Orton?
Sheamus?
Yeah, that's who it was. It was Cena, then Sheamus, then Orton. I'm like, something about to go down. And then Primetime Players. What?
Yeah. That's when it started. Yeah.
And then Miz, and then, like, other big names. And then,
the scholars finally found their way out to the entrance.
Yeah, they... this is the way to the arena.
But it was that last little bit, it was, like, what, a minute or two of really quick, like, 10-second promos.
Not even 10 seconds.
Yeah, not even. Just trying to get as much people as you can into the ring, which they've done that before on the Go Home show on Rumble. Just try to get a big,
a preview of what
can
happen
as they're going off the
Rumble,
air.
Yeah.
But this was so, like, last second. Very last second.
Last second.
It's like the last...
cheesy as hell.
It's like
blatant.
John Cena was doing the promo, and I use that term loosely, in the ring. And, like, backstage, like, Triple H and, they're probably thinking, hey, isn't there a pay-per-view this weekend? Hey, maybe we should get a whole bunch of guys out there. Everybody go, go.
Get out there and then pretend like you're having a battle royal.
Yeah.
I mean, Royal Rumble. I don't know, just get in there and I'll hump each other and then throw each other out of the ring. And then, right after that, like, right when I was like, okay, I understand what they're doing, I get it, yeah, whatever. I kind of wanted to see who would wind up getting the best of all that.
Yeah.
Because I kind of want to see, okay, well, who's going to get their receipt coming into the Rumble, blah, blah. No, they cut away. Raw ended right as the ring...
The first real promotion for a Royal Rumble.
Yeah, the first real promotion. And then, okay, they just cut out. So,
yeah.
Not only was the setup poorly done, but the thing itself, like, it was okay, alright. And then they just, like, let go of it. They, like, walked away. And I was like, what? Why?
Yeah. 3 hours, you would think they would throw something in there throughout the show, like they normally do, a little vignette here and there about the Rumble match itself.
Yeah, like the statistics,
by
like
numbers,
they've been doing the last, 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
Those have been kind of cool,
Yeah.
Like,
they're repetitive, but
15, the number of superstars getting eliminated in one match.
Exactly. Nothing.
None of those.
Yeah.
They got rid of all of those.
WTF.
WTF.
The one good thing that I did enjoy on Raw.
Okay.
There was something buried underneath all this crap. Was CM Punk.
Yes. Punk's promo was good.
Yes.
It wasn't the best, it wasn't the greatest, but it was still
He put
good.
He put some emphasis on the match itself and the importance of it, and that it means a lot to him.
And the title.
Yes.
He did that
Yes.
about the title.
Right.
Like, he was holding the belt while he was cutting the promo.
And normally Paul Heyman's holding it. And,
And what did he say? I care more about this
than you do about your family.
Than you do about your family. Like most people do about their family. I was like, oh, man.
And you believe it.
And this goes back to what we were saying about the whole your arms are too short to box with God thing.
Right.
Like that whole, I care more about this than you care about your family. You can't slap that on the back of a t-shirt.
Right.
That's not catchy. That's not a catchphrase. It's just a line that he used that is just freaking awesome. And it just shows the distinction between him and his era and what he's trying to do. All this, realism that he's bringing to the table versus all the stuff that Rock's trying to do with the, Fruity Pebbles. Well, not Fruity Pebbles. I guess in this case it'd be Cookie Puss, but all those things that he's trying to do with catchphrases and, making things, trend on Twitter and whatnot. Like, it is so different. And I think that's what makes Punk so great. Like, it's just so fresh, even now, like he's had this title reign for 400 some odd days, even now he's still fresh,
Yeah.
at least to me. I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm just
it's definitely he's definitely the highlight of all the shows.
Yeah,
just with those promos that he's doing, know, and it's not getting dull, and I don't want him to, I think a couple weeks ago I said I want to see how long they'll go with the title reign.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but I think it's kind of, he's proven his point. They've proven their point on this title reign.
Yeah.
I don't think he still needs the belt at this point. So I could see Rock getting it at Rumble, and this will be the time to do it since he's booked up, between now and in March.
The one problem that I have about Rock getting, because I agree with you about Punk not needing the title anymore. I'm a big Punk mark. If he loses the title, look, he's had the longest reign, in the last 25 years. He's had it for a full calendar year, and look, I don't mind if he loses it at this point, even though I'm a huge Punk mark.
Right.
But why I don't want Rock to win it at Rumble is because I doubt he'll fight in the Elimination Chamber. In an Elimination Chamber match, which the WWE title should be. And it has been for the last, 5-6 years?
Why don't you think he'll be at the Elimination Chamber match?
Because that's, too much for his Hollywood frou-frou schedule, I mean...
He's already going to be at the pay-per-view. He's scheduled for it.
I mean, you really think he's going to be in a...
Yeah, why wouldn't he?
Okay, alright, fine.
They can cover up his bruises.
I guess so.
With the makeup.
They cover up his tattoos.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know, I just find it hard to believe that he's going to be in... such a demanding match. I mean, well,
I say what I'm thinking is going to happen is he's going to get it at the Rumble. He'll continue on until Mania. He'll go in to Mania as the champ, and I think he's going to drop it at Mania.
Okay.
If he's still champ if he's even champ at all,
okay.
But I think if he does get the title, he's going to lose it at Mania because I don't see him going past Mania.
Now that I think about it a little bit more, with him being in the Elimination Chamber, he could probably be the last entrant of the Elimination Chamber match that he's in. And then by that time, most of the other competitors have already been eliminated.
If he's in the Chamber match, he can lose it without being pinned. Or without... Well, he can still get pinned. Well, never mind. I was just thinking that he could lose it without being pinned one-on-one, but...
Yeah, but...
He would still have to get pinned. Never mind.
Yeah, because it's elimination.
Yeah.
Hence...
I was thinking of another type of match.
Okay. Anyway, I don't know. I just think that with The Rock in there, it'll be kind of a half-assed Elimination Chamber match.
It might be.
Yay, this is what we got to look forward to.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's talk about another good thing from Raw that I thought was pretty good. I thought Miz versus Ziggler in the Beat the Clock challenge, I thought that was a really good match. And I would even venture to say that that's a match of the week candidate, if not the match of the week.
I'm going to say that's a match of the week candidate just out of default.
Okay.
But I do have some problems with that match.
Oh, shoot away.
Why did they give Miz the figure 4?
Yeah, I did see he kind of slapped that on the wrong way.
Kinda.
Well, not kinda. He did.
That was a botch.
Yeah.
If that was Sin Cara, he'd be all over that shit.
Yeah, oh, definitely. Like, oh, it's a variation. No, he didn't.
No, it's not a variation.
He just effed it up.
Yeah. If you haven't been watching wrestling for a while, and you just turned it on, would you know who the heel was? Or who the face was? Going by the chance?
Going by the chance? No. No, I probably wouldn't have known. Maybe I would have guessed that maybe Miz was the good guy.
Just because the other guy was cheating?
Yeah, because the other guy was cheating. That would be the one thing. But if I just went off of the chance, no. But, the fact that Langston and AJ got involved, I would be, cheering for the Miz.
What does it say about... I know, for whatever godforsaken reason, you like Miz. As a face, or you just like him. I don't know what your deal is with him, but...
I like him, man. I just do.
What's it say about the fact that they're trying so hard to push Miz as a face? They even gave him the legendary figure 4 leg lock from Ric Flair.
Yeah, they gave him a Ric Flair.
People are still chanting for Ziggler during their match.
Well, I don't know if that's a knock on Miz that they're chanting for the other guy. Cause
it doesn't hurt.
That's true. But people are chanting for Ziggler because people like Ziggler, and Ziggler needs to... And I know you don't like this. I know you disagree with me. But Ziggler needs to turn face.
Yeah, I disagree with you.
Yeah, I know. But if Miz were in a match with anybody else, I think, he'd be the guy that people would be cheering for.
Really? Think so?
Yeah. Like, you put Miz in there with Khali. Come on.
Well, what happened on SmackDown?
Who do you find on SmackDown?
Epico?
Oh, come on. Yeah, of course.
Well, is Epico... What week is this? Are they faces or heels?
Yeah, that's one thing that I was like, WTF, why are they heels now? I thought they had a face turn, then they were kind of nowhere. Now they're heels again? What?
Yeah.
WTF?
Well,
are we officially transitioning into SmackDown?
I hope so.
Okay.
Do you have anything else for Raw?
I hope not.
Oh, no, I do.
Damn it.
Their main event for the go-home episode of Raw. Tell me what that match was.
Alberto Del Rio versus Tensai.
Say that again. Say that again.
Alberto Del Rio versus Tensai.
Alberto Del Rio versus Tensai.
That was the main event?
That was the last match, quote unquote.
Yeah,
it wasn't the main event. The main event was seen as
kayfabe.
BS promo.
Yeah, kayfabe. Yeah. That was that's what they had booked on their little card for the show.
Yeah, Del Rio versus Tensai. What?
Besides being totally random. Oh, that was another thing.
Oh, God.
The Beat the Clock challenges. What's the goal of those matches?
Win them as fast as you can.
Okay, thank you.
Right.
What did everybody do during those matches?
I'm not sure. What?
Rest holds. Submissions. Look at the last thing that Sheamus did towards the end of the match.
Yeah.
He looked up at the clock, saw the clock. He kind of stared off and looked at the crowd and started pounding his chest and yelling and
getting ready for the bro kick. Yeah, doing his taunts for the bro kick.
He just gave Ziggler enough time to run out there and distract him. I was disappointed. in Sheamus there.
Aww.
Yeah. He let me down. The stupidity of Raw got to him.
Hey, that's what happens when you cheer for gingers. Yeah, that's what happens.
Yeah. Okay, well, if you want to go there, we'll go with let's mention Alberto Del Rio here in a second.
Oh, here we go. All right. Now we officially transitioning into SmackDown?
Well, one more thing here.
God damn it!
They spent... It's like their whole booking was reversed.
Okay.
The Beat the Clock challenges, which were supposed to be the goal is to win as fast as you can, not only had commercial breaks.
Yes! Why did that have a commercial break? Obviously, the match is going to be another 3 minutes long.
Exactly.
Damn commercial break.
Yeah. Okay, that's one thing. And that's setting up a purpose for the Rumble. The winner gets, quote-unquote, pick their own entry. Whatever.
Which that didn't even really happen.
So that was totally pointless. Totally whatever. But the matches in between, all of them were random squash matches.
Yeah.
Big Show versus Zack Ryder with a punch-out.
I thought that was a Beat the Clock match, and I was like, oh man, Zack Ryder versus Show. This isn't going to be good for Beat the Clock.
And then Del Rio,
I thought for sure Show was going to win with like a really quick match, and he was going to be the time to beat. But no, that wasn't a Beat the Clock match. Why not?
Right. And then Del Rio, he beat Tensai in, what, a minute or two?
Yeah.
So it's like the non-Beat the Clock challenge matches, those were really fast.
Yeah.
Really quick. And the Beat the challenges were slow as shit. And had commercial breaks and slow and boring and just bad. Bad booking, bad show, bad everything. Except for Punk. Punk can do no wrong. But we need to get off Raw. Because
they could have had... Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sticking on Raw again. They could have had...
I'm going to think of something else about Raw, so this is all your fault.
Instead of Tensai versus Del Rio and Show versus Ryder, non-Beat the Clock challenge matches, what they could have done is take those 4 competitors, switch it around, and turn those into Beat the Clock challenge matches with Tensai versus Show, which, yeah, still is Tensai, whatever, but Tensai poses a more credible threat to Show than, Ryder does.
I think that's what they were doing.
That could have been a Beat the Clock challenge match.
Could have been.
And then they could have had Ryder versus Del Rio in a Beat the Clock challenge match.
Right.
That could have been... Both of those could have been longer than what they actually were. It could have been Beat the Clock and whatever.
Woulda, shoulda, coulda. They didn't do it.
Yeah, but they didn't do it.
I think that... Was it Del Rio versus Tensai because... I guess Tensai's a big guy, and they wanted to show that
he could beat another big guy besides Show.
But then why didn't they bring out Kali or somebody?
Because Kali's a face.
Yeah, that wouldn't make sense, Abel. We can't do that on this show because everybody else makes sense.
Yeah. Well, no, but seriously, who else is a big guy that's not Big Show? That's a heel.
It's a heel.
Yeah.
Tensai.
That's it. That's why it was Tensai.
No. That was another squash match. I was just thinking of real quick. The Divas match.
Yeah. Well, you know what? That wasn't that bad. Wait, no. Yes, it was that bad. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking of the wrong match. I was thinking about the match on SmackDown where it was Oksana versus Caitlyn. No, you're talking about the match on Raw, which was Caitlyn versus Alicia Fox, which I didn't give 2 hoots about.
Yeah.
Not a single...
And I like Caitlyn as a wrestler.
I like
But damn it, change her music.
Oh, for the love of God, change her music.
What the hell? Her music by itself is WTF.
You're right. I agree.
And just the fact that Alicia Fox is still employed. I guess she's going to be, at one point, she's going to be like, oh, that was a WTF right there, what Cole said.
What did he say?
Alicia Fox is a veteran.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah. She, a veteran? Like, how long has she actually been around?
I actually went online. I started researching this stuff.
Okay.
The longest running diva that we have right now is Layla. And she came in 2006.
Yeah.
And Alicia Fox came in 2008.
So she's been around for 4 years.
Right.
Well, going on 5.
Right.
I wouldn't say that that's veteran, but if it's
scary that they can say that.
Yeah.
That they have nobody else that she's like that close to being that high up on just a seniority list of divas.
And what's with this Layla teasing her wanting to
have
a feud? With...
That's definitely a tease for a heel turn, yeah.
Why turn Layla heel? I mean,
I prefer that. I can't stand her as a face.
Really?
I cannot stand. I like her as the cocky, arrogant, snooty.
Hanging
I guess.
Out with William Regal. British.
Yeah.
You're right.
Go back to that. Hell yeah.
Bring back Regal. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Have her and Regal together again. That'd be great.
Oh Jesus. Okay, can we move on, please?
Okay. Let's move on. Let's go to SmackDown. Let's talk about the big thing here, the Fiesta Del Rio.
Okay, I'm going to ask you about this, because this is chapter 2 of WTF moments for WWE. So, what did you think about the Fiesta? And there's a reason I'm asking you this.
Well, what reason is that, Travis?
Because WWE... They like to stereotype if it's not American.
Uh-huh.
And I want to know, coming from you...
Coming from me?
Yes. You have authenticity.
Oh, yeah. Authenticity.
Yes.
Is that what we're going to call it?
Yeah. Oh, yes, sir, we are. Si, senor.
Si, senor. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you find that segment to be good or offensive?
You know what? I even posted this up on Twitter. I was like, I think there was like 3 different things there that happened that made me say this on Twitter, which was, first off, when we just saw Fiesta Del Rio, and I was like...
That name by itself.
That name by itself. That made me just go, hey, am I supposed to be marking out? Or am I supposed to be insulted? Like, I wasn't sure.
And this is why I'm asking you.
You know what? I'm conflicted. Like, part of it, like, worked on me. You know, I was like, yeah, Mexicans, woo! And then I was like, wait a second, this is freaking racist. Like, what the hell? But it's a mariachi band, yeah! Ole, bitches! Like, I was like, wait a second.
Oh, God, you're answering my questions perfectly. Okay.
But that's how it was at first. But then,
all right.
when Booker T did a spinaroonie to mariachi music, that was like, wait, what? Like, okay, I like Booker T.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's a great guy. You know, I like when he does the spinaroonie. It's a great move. It's awesome. But why to mariachi music? Like, it didn't fit. Like, a spinaroonie shouldn't be done to mariachi music with the mariachi band standing behind you playing down their trumpets and everything with the little dancer chick, you know, right there next to you. Like, no, that's not the time and the place for spinaroonie. And what pissed me off about that
Here we go.
is that we are constantly asking Booker to do a spinaroonie whenever he shows up at ROW. And he said, oh no, man, not today, I can't do it. Like, the last 2 or 3 times, like, spinaroonie.
So that's
and
what's
he doesn't
missing.
do it.
That's what's missing.
That's what you know what? I should bring a freaking sombrero and a trumpet.
Do it.
My dad has a freaking trumpet. I should borrow my dad's trumpet, find a sombrero somewhere, be the fat Mexican guy with a trumpet, and then maybe Booker will finally do a spinaroonie in ROW.
Maybe. But it's worth a shot. Do it. Or should I say, book it?
No, now that wasn't the most offensive. Like,
okay,
at
yeah.
first,
I didn't think it was, but continue.
At first, I wasn't too offended. Then when the Booker spinaroonie, that was like, okay, this is going south. But then when your ginger ass little guy Sheamus starts doing a Mexican hat dance,
I got no defense for him. I don't know what the hell. We know we can't dance, so you're never gonna see me doing that kind of shit. So I don't know what he was thinking. Sheamus did his offense. He said, we don't dance.
Well, that's true. But see, I don't even know how to do a fucking Mexican hat dance. Why would Sheamus think that he could pull it off? I don't even know how to do the damn thing.
Maybe he was drunk.
Maybe.
Let's go from one stereotype to another.
He was just drunk out his ass. It's like, give me some tequila, and then like
mix with my Guinness.
Yeah, mix tequila and Guinness, and then there you go. This is why you should be straight edge kids.
Yeah, it'll make you dance.
It'll make you dance mariachi music when you're a ginger on live TV.
Irish ginger.
Yeah, an Irish ginger doing Mexican hat dance music. Oh my god, with the freaking ballet folklorico chick over here, you know, with her dress. Oh man, it was... I was okay with it, and then it just started going south, and I'm like, alright.
So, okay, bottom line. The
too...
segment's finished, everything's done. Offended or not?
Slightly, yes.
Okay, alright.
Yes, I would say I was slightly offended.
We'll take that as an answer, yes.
I didn't see it, and I'm kind of offended. I mean, the Irish woman in me is offended.
What, the Irish part of you is offended? Why the Irish part?
Irish people can dance.
Well, you should be offended at Travis.
No, you know, like Michael Flatley, you know, we dance in, like, standing in one spot, he did a little claw.
Oh, the little river dance stuff, right?
Is thatIrish?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess Irish people can dance.
Just in
one guy doesn't mean the whole country can dance.
And they can't dance freaking Mexican hat dance.
No, that's in a circle. The Irish people stand in one place.
That's Sheamus wasn't even going around the damn hat. He did a half circle. He did a Mexican crescent dance. Like, he did go all the way around.
Of what dance?
I don't know. Híjole chingao! Ay. Anyway. Oh, man. Okay, so... enough of that.
So everybody's offended.
Yes. But like I said, slightly offended. Because you know what? This is wrestling that we're talking about. And wrestling's always done this crazy shit. And, you know, some of it's forgivable. So, now, if that was like, you know, some other show on TV or something, that, yeah, maybe it'd be a little bit more a little bit more offensive, a little bit more racist.
If it wasn't WWE, they could pass on some of this stuff.
Yeah, WWE gets away with some things, and it's like, okay, whatever, you know. But, yeah, that was kind of...
What about Del Rio and Ricardo coming out all red, white, and green for the bow tie, and his tights are now red, white, and green? I like the little bow tie that he had. That made me giggle. That made me chuckle a little bit. That's not so bad. I don't know. And Del Rio coming out, new colors and everything. And
yeah.
It's a bit much. It's a tad smudge too much.
It's a little bit too much, but yeah. Okay, what else happened on SmackDown?
There's more?
Of course there was more that happened on SmackDown. Well, okay. Since we mentioned this about Raw, let's mention it about SmackDown. The Divas match.
Okay.
I thought Oksana versus Caitlyn was pretty damn good. Why are you looking at me like that? Do you disagree, sir?
I just think we're just talking about this first segment, and then we go straight into. Oh, I think Oksana and Caitlyn was a good match.
Oh, you want us to stay on this whole thing the whole freaking night? No, we have to move on. We got to move on.
Yes. Right. It was okay.
Yeah.
I guess Caitlyn's doing the spear for the finisher.
Caitlyn's doing a spear, and it was a really nasty spear that she did on that match. And while I like the spear and I like the way she's doing it, I still want to see her do that gutbuster type thing that she's been doing. I hope she doesn't abandon that move. I want her to still do that.
I'm sure she'll keep doing it.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
But what do you think about Caitlyn's progress so far?
Besides her music?
Besides her music, yeah. Because, I mean, she can't do anything about that.
Oh, yeah, she can.
No, she can't. She doesn't write the music.
She's a champ. They give you special perks.
Not when you're the Divas champ. Divas champ ain't got no perks.
That's a damn shame. No, but I think I don't have a problem watching her fight. You know, she's doing good. Got props for her.
All right, props. There you go.
Yeah.
Olay.
Don't start.
Okay, what was the main event of SmackDown?
I don't know what was.
Yeah, I remember when I was watching it. I was like, okay, well,
it was a tag match, wasn't it?
Was there?
Yeah, it was Sheamus and Del Rio versus Big Show and Ziggler. Remember, because Ziggler, Big Show, he kind of stepped out for a second, and Del Rio threw the bucket of water on him.
Oh, yes.
And Ziggler, finished.
Yeah.
Where the hell did he go?
I don't know. I don't even really remember what happened there. I mean, now that you're saying it, I remember the bucket of water and the bucket that has the Mexican flag painted on it. Again, come on, really? Like,
I'm not sure, but I think they're from Mexico.
You think that bucket was made in Mexico?
No, I think they're Mexicans. I think they're from Mexico because that's what they're.
Who's Mexicans?
Mexicans. The Mexicans, Del Rio and Ricardo.
So you think Del Rio and Ricardo are from Mexico? Okay.
Are they?
Yes. Well,
they got they're showing it on every freaking thing.
Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe that's why he's not coming out in vehicles anymore. Because he's trying to get one painted red, white, and green. This is a custom job. They're waiting.
Get a freaking Ferrari painted red, white, and green.
They're just waiting for the paint job to finish.
Oh God, that'd be horrible. That is one horrible thing to do.
Raza, baby.
Yeah, there you go. Hecho en Mexico. Oh man, I can't wait for El Generico to make his way into that stable.
He'll fit in perfectly.
Oh yes, he'll fit in perfectly with the new and improved Del Rio.
How do you think he's doing as a face anyway, Del Rio?
Aside from WWE booking him in offensive ways, I think it's alright.
They gotta get him over somehow.
Yeah, they are kind of laying it on a little bit too thick though.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Alright, anything else that happened on SmackDown that we care to acknowledge?
No. I don't think it happened did it happen on SmackDown? I know it happened on main event.
Okay.
Brad Maddox. No, excuse me. Brad Maddox.
Maddox. Yeah. Why is he Maddox now? Why is he not Maddox?
He's always been like that, according to CM Punk. But anyway.
Yeah, I mean, we made a thing
he's supposed
about
to be not under contract.
Because he's like an angry yak.
He's a mad Ox.
This girl.
You.
Okay, so he steps over the barricade. Again, he must have had a golden ticket. And
No, he didn't have a golden ticket because he had to come through the regular crowd. He didn't have entrance music and come down the ramp.
he had a silver ticket.
He had a silver ticket.
Yes,
That's
that,
what it was.
that just gets you passed over the barricade.
Yes.
And they even made it a point. Michael Cole could saying, well, "Where's security at?" Where was security, Cole?
We don't need no stinking security.
And then they did it again on Raw, right?
Yeah.
During the Big Show squash. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
He came out just for what's like. What do you think of Maddox on the commentary?
I thought it was pretty funny.
Aside from the fact that it didn't make any sense, but
well, yeah, it didn't make any sense.
for him to be able to come out like that,
yeah, just randomly just show up, like, okay, why, whatever.
Where do you think they're going with the whole Maddox situation?
I don't know. He's now in cahoots with Heyman, but not. Man, I don't know.
Coincidence that happened with him and Heyman the last Raw before before the pay per view. Do you think he's gonna cause some shenanigans?
I bet what's gonna happen is
because Shield can't do anything.
Right, Shield can't do anything, but Maddox can. Maddox, sorry. I've seen some conspiracy theories out there talking about Maddox is going to try to interfere, but The Rock will be expecting them, so The Rock will intercept them and give him a rock bottom or something. And then that's when the other Paul Heyman guy comes out, Brock Lesnar, and causes Rock the title. Punk keeps the title, and that'll set up Brock Rock at Mania.
Could I see that? I see that as a different possibility.
Yeah,
not with the Maddox being involved, but just with Lesnar coming out.
Okay.
At some point and getting involved. Either in the Rumble match, either he wins Rumble, or he gets himself into the title picture somehow for Mania.
Well, let's talk about this a little bit, since it is our go-home show before Royal Rumble. Who do you think's going to win the Rumble?
Oh, jeez. I don't even know who's all in there.
Everybody except the champs. Pretty much. Miz, Orton, Cena.
It'll probably be Cena.
Cena.
You know why I'm saying Cena?
Why?
Because I think it's been a couple years since he's won. And last year...
That's so sad.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah.
He's due for... He's
due.
due.
Be winning.
And besides that, we talked about him having such a crappy year, 2012.
2013 will be better.
Well, he's already made up his losses against Ziggler.
That's true.
In spades.
Yeah,
so another way to make this a better year would be to win the Rumble.
Okay. So you're going with Cena?
God, no, I don't want to. I want it to be someone cool.
I'm going to say Sheamus is going to win it again.
Nah, 2 years in a row, back to back, I don't see that happening.
The only person to do that was Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold.
I don't even think they were back to back, were they?
Somebody did win back to back before.
Yeah, it was Shawn Michaels.
It was Shawn?
Yeah.
Okay. I trust you, Professor.
Thank you.
Okay. All right.
Watch I be wrong, but whatever.
Yeah, you could be wrong. Okay, Punk versus Rock. Who's going to win?
Oh, man.
Wishful thinking is Punk. But
right.
Realistic thinking, probably Rock.
The booking part of me is thinking it's going to be Rock.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think Vince can resist putting the title on Rock and have Rock go around and do all his Hollywood stuff with the title.
Because Rock's going to be around Hollywood. He's going to be doing press and all that stuff.
But see, that's another reason why I don't think he'll be in the Elimination Chamber match, because he's got too much other Hollywood bullshit stuff to do.
He's already said he's going to be in there. He's already booked for it. It's on the event schedule.
Okay, fine, whatever.
Yeah.
All right. But anyway, okay, Rock. There you go.
Yeah.
Who is Del Rio fighting?
They announced it. It's Big Show. They're doing another Last Man Standing match.
Another Last Man Standing match? Really?
Really?
Okay. Now, see, the one on SmackDown, I said it. I liked it. It was good. It was a match of the week candidate. Mm-hmm. But we also had this conversation about Last Man Standing is my least favorite stipulation. I hope that I'm proven wrong, but I don't know.
It's like, yeah, I think they did what they could on the SmackDown match.
Yeah. I mean, what else is there to do? I mean...
Dump 2 tables on them?
Yeah, drop 2 tables on... Oh, no. A big table.
Oh, yes.
We'll get
That's
a big
what's missing.
table.
Yes.
That's what's missing. We've seen a big ladder.
Yeah.
We've seen a big chair.
Yeah.
Now we got to see a big table.
Yep.
There you go.
There you go.
All right, so we'll see a big... Book it now. We'll see a big table. Bottom line, I think Del Rio's going to keep it. I don't see them putting the title on him.
What?
Giving him a fiesta and then taking the title off of him.
You know what? I think I'm going to call it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to call it. I'm going to say Del Rio's going to retain against Big Show, but he's going to be tired and exhausted, and Ziggler's music's going to hit, and Ziggler's going to come out and cash out.
Think Ziggler's going to cash in?
He hasn't been talking about it for a while. Del Rio hasn't really been focusing on Ziggler. He's been kind of ignoring the fact that he's got a briefcase.
That's true. Do you think that means Ziggler is not going to go into the Rumble match?
It depends how they have it. Sometimes they have the Rumble match last. I mean, there's going to be other participants in matches that are going to be in the Rumble match also.
How do you like Ziggler's chances in the Rumble match? Going back to the Rumble match itself. Yeah.
I think Final Four.
Think so? All the way from number 1 or 2, technically, all the way to the Final Four?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see him doing it.
Okay.
Yeah. And it'll be more of a little notch in his little belt for what he can do.
Yeah.
You know? Go beginning to end in a Rumble match.
Yeah. What else is there? Oh, the tag team. Hell No versus
there's a tag team title match at the Rumble?
Yeah, you wouldn't have known it by watching Raw.
I just started watching WWE on Monday, and apparently there's a pay-per-view this Sunday, and I don't know what it's about. I don't know what's going on in this match. Is there a card is there a lineup for this pay-per-view?
Wow, you've only been watching wrestling since Monday. You already know the term card.
Mm-hmm.
Good for you.
Yeah.
I think that's all that's really on the card right now. I mean, putting all that playing aside, whatever. Yeah, that match is going to be on there.
Road Scholar.
Think Road Scholar's finally going to do it? I don't know. With all this Shelby coming back and segments with them hugging it out and all this crazy stuff, I think Helmo's got too much steam.
Well, they did the whole graduation thing, whatever. So now they're certified. They've graduated from anger management, so they don't get angry anymore. Apparently, I don't know, but they're gonna what's gonna happen is during the match they're gonna lose the match and they're gonna go apeshit over it. They're gonna either Daniel Bryan or Kane or both are gonna snap. They're gonna take it on each other and they're gonna start.
And they both of them are also going to be in the Rumble match itself.
Right. Yeah.
They're pulling double duty.
Yeah. Do you think that title match? Do you think Shelby should come out with him?
I would like for him to. I really like Dr. Shelby. I like his character, and I like the way he portrays it. Like he's good at it. I
thought the route they were going to go with him was to have him as a manager, and then during the matches, like Kane and D-Bry, they're still calm and cool and everything, but Shelby's the one that gets all pissed off and starts telling them to go kick their asses. And shit,
yeah,
you know?
You brought that up last week. Yeah.
Did I? I don't know.
Yeah, you
but,
did.
I think that's...
I still think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
You know.
But no, they didn't do it. They're too busy hugging. Yeah. So, okay. So I think Road Scholar's going to win, and it's going to cause problems for Hell No.
Okay, so there's the WWE and the World title matches, the tag title match, and then the Rumble itself. Is there any other matches on that card, or is that
It's usually about right for Rumble.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
Okay. What about the pre-show?
It's a pre-show, yeah.
Well, what's going on the pre-show?
It's Miz versus Cesaro for the United States Championship.
Oh, Cesaro's going to retain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I just thought we'd at least mention it.
Oh, well,
it's good to mention.
It's good to mention. Yeah, Cesaro will retain.
Obviously.
I don't think that title will get changed hands on the pre-show.
He's doing so good on his gimmick.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, now that...
Cesaro, not Miz.
Yeah, I know, I know what you meant. Yeah, Cesaro's, he's, all the Cesaro detractors that have been around the last couple of months or so, when I was defending him and saying that, he shouldn't be taken off of TV, that they just need to tweak his character, tweak a couple of things, I think some of those tweaks are being done and they're going in the right direction. Like you said, with the trunks, and now he comes out with the flag.
I love that little character trait of his where, and the announcer's doing a really good job of selling it, where He loves America. He likes America.
He just doesn't like Americans.
Yes, that is genius. You know, because I don't think I can't think of a foreign gimmick like that where they're pro-America, but they can't stand Americans.
Yeah, what I'm waiting for him to do is to come out and say, I'm more American than you are. Like,
yeah.
I'm waiting for him to say that. Like, I work harder, and this used to be a country of hard workers.
He kind of does. I mean,
you know, like, that'd be, I can't wait for him to say, but specifically that, I'm more American than you. Like, I can't wait for that to happen.
I'm sure, the route they're going, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Maybe with this little mini feud with Miz, maybe he'll bust that out.
Maybe. Okay, is that enough WWE talk for this week?
I hope so.
Alright. Let's get to the other train wreck of a show.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
Let's talk about Impact.
If I wasn't mad enough before.
Oh, yeah. Impact really gets your panties in a wad, so... especially this episode.
Not that there was anything going on this week.
No. Nothing special about this episode or anything like that. There was just, a wedding, okay, cool, there's a wedding, whatever. What? Spike Dudley? What? Tommy Dreamer? They already had more surprise people return and come back and show up than they did at the Raw 20th anniversary. That pissed me off. Like, okay, good for them. Good for Impact.
Well, it makes sense.
They surprised.
It makes sense.
It does make sense.
Yeah.
It makes perfect sense. It was great. They did that well. They did it right.
And what would be even better on that is if Spike said, "Hey, where's Devon?"
Yeah, that would have been funny. That would have been really funny if Spike would have said that.
Because I don't watch this fucking show.
Yeah. So yeah, hey, look, they did something, on the right path there. Yay.
Okay, no, we'll put that in the pro column.
Pro column, yeah, that was the beginning of the show. Yes. Do you want to just skip to the damn wedding and just forget about talking about anything else?
I want to get past the wedding. Just get past the whole show.
Oh no, with the mood you're in, I want to hear your take on this.
I'm kind of exhausted, actually.
You're exhausted?
You start. What?
All right, let's see. Where do we start? Okay. I said this, on Facebook and or Twitter. Wrestling and weddings don't mix, and nearly every wedding that's on wrestling doesn't get pulled off.
Right, when you say wedding on a wrestling show, something's gonna happen.
And then our good friend Porsche, she was happy to point out that there was plenty of weddings that got pulled off or whatever, and she listed off a few of them on there. I'm like, okay, well, whatever. But for the most part, weddings don't get, pulled off. And that was the case here this week on Impact. What happened, though, and how it didn't get pulled off, I really didn't see coming. And it's not necessarily in a good way. Sometimes when I'm surprised, yay, it's good. Surprises are a great thing. Hell, I said that with Charmel. Half of the excitement about wrestling is the surprise of it.
Right.
But...
Well, surprise.
Surprise. Tazz.
No!
Tazz, of all people, is a part of the Aces and Eights. WTF! Why Tazz?
I'll tell you why.
Okay, tell me why, Professor.
Because TNA got wind from the fans that they like Tazz and TNA on the commentator team.
Okay.
They make a good team.
Uh-huh.
So let's just totally forget that altogether.
Let's break them up.
Let's just break them up.
This is working? Fuck it. Let's get rid of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now, are we going to start... Is this going to turn into, like, Bischoff when he was part of NWO on commentating?
Oh, God.
Please tell me no. I hate when they bring commentators into angles.
Yeah.
Because it's not good for anybody. What does it prove that Tazz is part of Aces and Eights? Was he a member this whole time? Was he the one letting him in? 8 months ago?
Those are answers that you'll get in the upcoming weeks of Impact Wrestling.
Unless I forget.
Unless you forget, yes. No, you ain't gonna forget.
No.
You ain't gonna let that shit go.
No, unless TNA forgets.
Oh, TNA might forget, yeah.
Yeah.
But I see this as... unnecessary. Yeah, it was a great swerve. Yeah, nobody saw it
For the sake of a swerve, I guess?
Yeah, for the sake of a swerve. But what are you going to do? It's not like he wrestles anymore. It's not like he fights. It's not like he's going to be back there in the clubhouse and come out with the rest of them and beat everybody up. He's just going to be a commentator. I mean, once you go and put a commentator on as big of a faction as Aces and Eights are, you're going to turn this into TNA versus the Aces and Eights. You know, revenge.
And that's what's...
That's what's going to be. You know, that's their next TNA video game that's going to come out. It's going to be Aces and Eights versus TNA Revenge.
And it'll still be better than the first game.
Yeah, it'll still be better than their first game. But not better than the N64 game, WCW versus NWO.
Yes.
Not better than that. Yeah, but, yeah, that's where they're going. It's like, oh, Aces and Eights are completely taken over.
It's like,
no.
when they first started, the Aces and Eights, they didn't want to totally do NWO, but now it's like, now they're starting to like say, okay, we're going to start just having swerves and turns and all this other stuff because this isn't working out.
Yeah, it's like, fuck it, let's just make it an NWO. This will be fun.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just that maybe they're trying to put more name recognition into the members of Aces and Eights, you know, because with Anderson and Tazz, okay, but maybe they're just making up for the fact that it was Knox and Luke Gallows. It's like, who the hell are these two guys? It's like, oh, but we also have Tazz and we also have Anderson.
Yeah.
Like,
I think, you know, one of the first things you said about Aces and Eights, and I'm surprisingly agreeing with you on this.
Okay.
Is, I think you're right. I think it didn't start off as who's behind the masks.
Yeah.
And I think it turned into that.
Yes. Because the fans turned it into that.
Yeah. They said, well, we gotta see who's behind the masks. And I think it's being vocalized in Kurt Angle.
Yes.
All his promos are like, I'm gonna, that's my goal, or that's my agenda, or whatever.
We're gonna unmask these.
Yeah. That's all I want to do is unmask these people. Like, what difference does it make? They're still there.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you take the mask off, they're still there.
Yeah, you take the mask off, they're still there, so they're still doing what they do. They're once you take their mask off, all it does is piss off VP, but that doesn't kick them out of the fucking group. Like, they're still there, they're still doing what they do.
That would be a nice twist, actually. If, like, they get a mask and the president or whatever is like, well, you gotta get out.
That's what they were trying to insinuate. Like, when, you know, Gallows' mask came off, they're like, well, we gotta decide whether or not you're gonna be patched in.
Luke Gallows.
Yeah.
The awesome Mike Knox.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, they were still deciding whether or not they were going to keep him in the club, and then they said no, and then he was walking away and was going to go through the door, and, oh, swerve, no, you're still in Aces and Eights, haha, here's your jacket. And then he said it again before Mike Knox got unmasked. It's like, if anybody loses their mask, you gotta defend it with your life, protect it, whatever. He lost his mask. It's like, okay, well, instead of punishing you like I said I was, here's a ball-peen hammer. Go whack somebody with a ball-peen hammer and you get to stay. Okay, like, it doesn't matter who gets unmasked. So, obviously, the strategy for stopping the Aces and Eights is not unmasking them.
Yes.
You know? We still don't know why they're doing this. We still don't know what do they want. Why are they in the Impact Zone? Why is it a biker gang that wants to have something to do with wrestling?
Is the clubhouse in the Impact Zone?
Presumably.
I think we have to use fourth grader logic.
Okay, what's fourth grader logic?
Whenever you can't be part of the cool group, you create your own group. These so-called bikers want to be wrestlers. They can't, or they're has-beens, or whatever. And so they created their own little clubhouse. And they have to, you have to know the secret password. And when somebody does something bad, well, you don't want to lose some of your ranks because there's only a few of you who are has-beens and wannabes. So it's like, just whack somebody with a ball-peen hammer, you stay in the group. You know? You have to keep your members strong because you're pathetic.
Interesting take. I like that.
We'll go with it.
We'll go with that. Good job, Randy. That is quite the insight right there. And it is fourth grade logic, because the other thing is, we've addressed this, they have entrance music. They get booked in matches. They follow the rules of the matches. They follow the rules of open fight night. Yes.
Yeah, when the teacher blows the whistle, you still have to stop playground time.
Yeah, so they're still freaking... Dixie Carter's the teacher, and they still have to listen to the teacher. Yeah, they're still freaking contracted wrestlers. Like, they're not this outside group of biker dudes that are an actual legitimate biker gang. No, they're wrestlers. And like Randy said, they're washed up wannabes or has-beens. That's what they are, you know?
I hate the fact that TNA is making us use the name Mike Knox in a sentence in 2013. That's unforgivable.
That poor guy, man. You gotta be hating on him so much, man. Now, look. If they gave him a different name, then they repackaged him, and they brought him in, and they
Which is what they should have done.
Then all of this would have been forgivable. But it's like, oh man, it's Mike Knox. Oh wow. It's like, who the hell is this guy? Like, he was...
You know what? If they didn't even say
We're
Mike
beating
Knox,
a dead horse here. We've talked about this for weeks.
I'm just saying, if they didn't say the word, if they didn't say, oh god, that's Mike Knox, I wouldn't even know. Oh, hey, that's Mike Knox.
I did recognize him.
Yeah, I didn't recognize him.
Yeah.
Dude's out of shape. He grew his hair out.
Yeah, he always had a big
and
beard.
because of that, they didn't have to go that route of, oh, hey, it's Mike Knox from WWE.
Yeah.
They could have made up their own character, made up their own thing.
Yeah.
But they didn't.
Give him his own backstory, his own who he is, and add depth to the character of the Aces and Eights, you know? But no, they're just trying to go
That's going too far, man. That's going way too far.
I know it is. That's why it pisses me off. They're just trying to go off of name recognition and shock value and swerves for the sake of swerves. And they're not developing Aces and Eights as a character, and they're not developing the individual members as characters themselves.
Right. WTF.
WTF. Okay, so back to the wedding.
Do we have to?
Yes, we have to. Okay. Tazz is a member of Aces and Eights crash a wedding, and they beat up on Hogan, and they beat up on Bubba, and they cause Brooke to have a nip slip.
Or boob slip.
Yes, boob slip, whatever. She
even told it to her dad on TV.
Yeah, she's like,
My boob's
boob
out.
is out. My boob is out.
Yeah, that's a smart thing to say. Yeah, let's tell the whole world.
Live TV, baby.
Live TV. Woo-hoo.
And then, did you see, he said, go check on Bully or whatever, and she goes around to the side, and she passes up Bully, who's right next to Hogan.
Yeah.
And she goes, checks on some other dude, and I think it might be Dreamer.
Sting or something?
I think it was Dreamer. Or something.
Yeah, it was Dreamer.
And then she's like, oh, wait. She goes back to
wait, you're not my husband to be. Who are you?
Speaking of Bully. What is it? A couple months ago, I was like, man, I'm digging him as a heel and this and that. Even as a face, he was still, still cool. He's a good little tweener. Yeah. And now, in a matter of a month, he's fallen in love with the boss's daughter.
Yes.
And they've gotten engaged and they're married and
you know what?
He loves everybody. And
even for wrestling standards, this was an awfully quick relationship.
Yeah.
That escalated quickly.
Yeah.
Like, they were...
It was purposely in spite of Hogan.
Yeah. It was like they were canoodling in the back 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Kind of flirting, but not really together. And then 3 weeks later, boom, they're getting married. What are you... Why?
It's almost, kind of going similar to what you said about fourth grade mentality.
Yes.
You don't like me? You don't let me date your daughter? Okay, well, I'm gonna marry her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Suck on that, Hogan.
Suck on that. Oh, jeez. What a train wreck. Oh, man.
No, maybe she's pregnant and they have to get married.
Maybe.
That'll be in the next week's episode.
Yeah, she's gonna turn out that she's been pregnant and she's gonna give birth next month! To a hen!
Yes. Or to Hornswoggle, whichever.
Or to Hornswoggle, yeah.
And Mr. Anderson's the father.
That baby gonna come out black.
Wait, what?
And then that's when it's like, oh, Demon's the father! Hey.
That would be hilarious.
The baby come out black and Demon the father! Oh! That'd be great! Swerve! There's another swerve for you.
She was behind Aces and Ace this whole time.
Yes! She's VP.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Okay. Anything else we want to add about?
I say book that. That's good TV.
Depends on what they're doing.
Maury TV right there, man. That's how you do it. Alright. Anything else we want to talk about? Impact.
Other than WTF on everything?
Yeah, WTF everything.
No.
No, okay. Let's get on...
One thing about... And I'm pretty sure we're about to talk about this anyways, but one thing that TNA is about to start doing, or they've announced on their website, is for their gut check challenge. Anybody who hasn't seen it already, then go to the website, Impact Wrestling's website. I think there's a big old link in there for a gut check challenge. They're doing a huge, it's like multi-bracket tournament or something, or a poll.
Yeah.
You can vote for, there's a huge list of indie wrestlers, that's, in this list here. And there's quite a few from Booker T's, ROW.
Yeah.
And, that was brought to our attention. And, Abel, why don't you, if you want to just call out some of the names. So that way, if you go on this list, please just, check out these names. These are wrestlers from Booker T's ROW. Just vote for them. See if we can get them on, TNA.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Hopefully not part of Aces and Eights.
Hopefully not part of Aces and Eights, yes.
The fate worse than death or something. I don't know.
Yeah, the guys that we saw on there that are part of the polling on here, the votes, of course they have them by different names of what
they have by
hear.
their actual names.
Yeah, so it's different than what we would have known them as. But...
And that's one of the reasons we want to mention these names, so everybody will know.
Alright, so let's get to getting... Alright, Clint Gaspar.
Clint Gaspar?
Yes, we know him now as John Deere.
John Deere.
Yes, but he was also the Bulkster, as, he was...
Brother.
For quite a while here.
Yeah.
That's how we known him, and he got famous. So he's on there, so you can vote for him.
Definitely deserves a vote.
Yeah, definitely. Of course, we also have our boy Nico. They had him on there listed as Ray Nico. Mm-hmm. And of course, we know him now as Abel Andrew Jackson.
Yep.
He's always asking for your vote.
Right, yeah, anyway, yeah, that's his gimmick now. He's a politician.
Perfect time for that.
Perfect time, yeah.
And,
vote for me. That's what he was talking about this whole time, about vote for me.
There you go.
That's exactly what he was talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, alright, well, there you go. Now we can actually vote for him.
There you go. Yeah.
Alright.
Interesting bit of trivia. Nico, had a little cameo on TNA once.
Yes, he did.
Back when the Pope was still employed. He was one of his boys over there, right?
He had a little backstage segment with the Pope.
It was when Samoa Joe was like recording Pope.
Yeah, Pope going around doing quote-unquote shady stuff.
And he was talking to Nico on the...
I keep forgetting the Pope didn't play like an actual Pope character. And I'm like, what was Nico doing being a bishop? I get really confused.
This is before Randy's time. Yeah, no, he wasn't like...
Not that type of Pope.
Yes. I think it'd be funny, though. It's sacrilegious, but funny.
Yeah, that would never happen. But it would be funny. Okay, and then after that, we have Eric Downing.
Eric Downing.
Yes. And he was Mr. Fitness. What happened to this guy? I haven't seen him at ROW for a while.
Honestly, I haven't seen him. There was a few shows, quite a few shows I didn't go to.
Yeah.
I guess I missed him. Was he there for a long time? Or?
He was there for, I want to say, a good 9 months to a year, okay. Maybe 6 months to a year, somewhere around there, in that neighborhood. But yeah, he was really cool.
Maybe he was there for one show I went to. I'm not sure. Maybe seen one. I don't know.
Maybe.
I've been to about 12 out of the past 14 shows, and I've never heard of him.
No, yeah, that was definitely
before.
While ago? Yeah, it was like maybe 2 years ago.
Well, yeah, I'm sure he still deserves a vote.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
Let's see. Let's move on. Jasper Davis.
Hammer.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Hammer.
Okay.
It's Hammer
time. Yeah, you know what? I really like this guy, and he had a good match this past ROW also.
Who did he fight? Too,
yeah, who did he fight?
I remember we couldn't decide who we wanted to cheer for.
Yeah, and I remember thinking that his match was a good match, but I just can't remember who he fought right now.
Was it Mitch Baxter?
Was it?
I remember it was him and somebody else that I also liked, and I don't remember.
Don't take this as a knock on you guys, like, oh, they can't remember me. No, it's just that we have a really bad memory.
Yeah.
And it's starting to get late. So, yeah. Anyway, okay, the next one, some guy that I haven't seen ROW for a while. In fact, it's been like since PWA days that I hadn't seen was Rashawn Phillips, a.k.a. Nemesis. Yeah, Nemesis. Black guy coming out with Joker face paint.
Yeah. What was his real name again?
Rashawn Phillips.
Rashawn Phillips.
Yeah.
He's got a good look. He's got a good gimmick. I mean, he works it.
Yeah.
So
he's got this funny demented clown kind of gimmick type thing. Yeah.
That's
I remember
not funny.
I remember.
She don't like clowns.
Well, I remember he was pretty good at working the character. So
yeah, he did work the character really well. Yeah. And then we have a female wrestler here.
Potential knockout.
Yes. Now, let's see here. It's and I might be mispronouncing this. I'm sorry, because I never saw what her real name was. We knew her as Athena.
Okay,
that's what we knew her as. But they have her listed on there as Adrienne. I think that's what it is. I hope it's not Adrienne or something like that. But Adrienne, and then Reese.
It could be Adriana.
No, because that would be an A in there.
I was gonna say Adrienne Reese.
Yeah, Adrienne.
Yeah.
Adrienne. Or Adrienne. I don't know, something like that.
Adrienne Reese.
Yeah.
Vote for
that's not how we knew her. We knew her as Athena.
Right.
So, yeah, and she was really good.
I don't think I never seen her either.
No, you never saw her?
I don't think so.
I think she also went by Trouble before she went by Athena.
Trouble. Yeah.
Yeah, Trouble.
Hey, wasn't she...
That's kind of cute for a girl named Trouble.
Yeah.
Trouble, was she the valet for when the Usos were in PWA?
Oh,
because I remember the Usos.
Yeah, you know what? I think you're right. Yeah, she was a valet for the Usos
before the Usos
were the Usos. They were yin and yang.
Yes, that's it.
Yin and yang.
And I remember when they were in PWA, I was like, man, this is a really good tag team. And they're pulling off some really good moves. And sure enough, bam! Like, was it a year later? They're
signed
on
up.
WWE.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So, go vote for our hometown guys there for getting put back onto the TNA gut check. That'd be awesome. So
they think they said the voting ends on March 11th. So you got time.
Yeah, we got a lot of time. Are you allowed to vote more than once, or is it just one person?
I didn't see that on there. But.
Okay, well,
vote at least once on your phone, once on your laptop, once on your significant other's laptop, at your library computer, at your work computer. So that's like 5 times.
There you go. Just find different IP addresses and go vote.
Pretty much.
You know how to work it. You were doing that for American
It's TNA.
Idol?
It's not hard to fool them.
That's true too. All right. Now, speaking of ROW,
all right,
we are privileged, very privileged to break some late-breaking exclusive news here at Houston Wrestling Radio. Something cool that they just let us know, and they're allowing us to break the news and be the first ones to let it out. ROW is going to have a DVD, and they're going to start selling it at this upcoming show.
All right.
And as of right now, it says that it's going to be about $15. Okay. And it's going to be mostly of the matches from the Christmas Chaos pay-per-view. That was the one that was, a couple of months back, in December, hence Christmas Chaos.
Yes, Abel, thank you.
Yeah, that was last month. Okay, yes. Yeah. So, yeah, that's going to be available. And I believe that is the first time that we'll get DVDs. So that's quite the big news. From ROW. I think there was one time that PWA put out a DVD.
I think so.
If not twice. I know at least once, if not twice. But anyway, this is the first time ROW's done this. And it's going to be exclusively sold at, as of right now, this could change, but as of right now, it's going to be exclusively sold at the ROW tapings. So if anybody listens to our show and you go on to ROW and you go into the next ROW show, remember to bring an extra 15 buckaroonies. Yeah. Take an extra $15 so that you can go ahead and pick that up.
Where is the ROW show at?
It is at the Clear Lake Recreation Center on something Diana Lane. In Clear Lake, Texas.
Thank you, sir.
Basically, just Google Booker T ROW or Booker T Reality of Wrestling.
Or Google search Clear Lake Recreational Center.
Right. Yeah. You'll get all the information online.
There you go. So, thanks, guys, for letting us know about that and letting us break your news for you. That's awesome. And, of course, we're always going to be hearing some more things from them, and we'll try to pass it along to you. Big ROW fans here.
Right.
All right. So, yay, ROW. Okay, next thing. I want to talk a little bit about something we had going on last week on our show. We had a little contest going that was not that much of a success, but, whatever. We tried to do something different and have some fun, where it was, hey, guess and see what was wrong with last week's show. And, what wound up happening is that Randy wasn't on the show, but that was, not what it was. And I had a couple of guesses saying, hey, Randy wasn't on the show. And I tried to say, hey.
Which is so sweet of you guys.
Exactly. I was trying to say, well, that's not it. That's not the thing that we had planned or whatever, but that was still guesses that we got. The correct answer to the question was that I kept saying James Storm instead of Bobby Roode whenever we were talking about the triple threat match from the Genesis pay-per-view, trying to see if anybody picked up on that. We had a couple of people, and we were going to go ahead and pick out, the drawing from that. Lo and behold, of course, guy who freaking wins every damn competition that there ever is and won it. It's Aaron. So our boy Aaron will be getting the 50 Greatest Finishers on Blu-ray. WWE's 50 Greatest Finishers on Blu-ray. Of course, there's some on there that I would disagree with as far as which ones are the greatest finishers. No Canadian Destroyer? Really? But of course, yeah. WWE. Right. I got you. Yeah, not TNA. I still think that's probably my favorite finisher ever. Probably. Canadian Destroyer.
It's a good one.
No, the Vertebreaker, aka the Gringo Killer, is pretty up there. I like that move a lot. That's a good move. What's your favorite move?
Yeah. Put me on the spot like this, man.
Oh, I know.
I'll get back in on that one.
You go back to us on that one?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that...
I just can't just bust out a favorite move.
I'll give you a whole week to think about it. How about that, Travis?
All right, whatever.
All right. Anyway, so, yeah, there you go. Congratulations, Aaron. Well, I'll get you that whenever I see you next. We'll probably be at Royal Rumble, whatever. I see this guy all the time. Okay, so that was a contest thing. Well, you stumbled upon something interesting the other day, didn't you? Came across a nice little... Why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about that, Travis?
I found this flyer here. This Indy promotion coming out of Lamarck, Texas, which is not too far from here. Right down the road. But it's...
I would say a little bit more than right down the road, but yeah.
40 minutes away.
Close enough. Whatever. So it's the Coastal Wrestling Federation. They're doing what's called the Winter War. And they're doing a little, sounds like a little cross-promotion kind of sort of thing, where it's the CWF champion Lance Barretta versus TASW champion Steve DeMarco. And that is on...
Yeah, DeMarco, he sometimes fights at
yeah, we saw him at the last...
He's sexy Steve DeMarco, is that correct?
Yes, sexy Steve DeMarco, that's his...
and he's a champion, he's a champion over here, so...
Yeah.
But this is on Saturday, January 26th. At 7 p.m. And that's at the National Guard Armory, 3006 Gulf Freeway, Lamarck, Texas.
Now,
$10 for general admission.
I've never been to any CWF shows, nor have I ever been to any Texas All-Star Wrestling shows, which, considering Texas All-Star Wrestling's been around forever, I find that surprising that I've never been to one. I think that maybe we should... I don't know if we'll get a chance ourselves to go check out that show. I mean, Travis, will you get a chance to go down and check out that one?
I might check it out.
So, if you want to go check it out, that's cool. If you get a chance to, maybe we'll talk a little bit about it on the show.
It's $15 for ringside seats.
Cool. So that's, just trying to spread out our wings a little bit more as far as the indies go and getting stuff going on around here. That was one of the
original points of starting the show, is having a Houston-based podcast giving information about different indie feds in the Houston area.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we're kind of doing a quick shout out to these people right here.
Now, one other one that I'm really excited about that is going to happen later on, I believe in March, is Doomsday.
Doomsday Wrestling. Yeah.
Yes, Doomsday is going to be putting on a show. Now, if there's anybody out there that's listening to this podcast that's never heard of Doomsday or never been to a Doomsday show, this show is wacky. It is crazy. And, on purpose. Not like TNA, where it's just goofy and it's not... No. No, Doomsday is wacky on purpose.
Right.
And it's just, comedy wrestling through and through.
Kind of cartoony.
Yeah, kind of cartoony, the whole show. And, they are having a show coming up, and we're definitely going to go to that. I believe it's March the 8th, but I could be wrong on the date. March the 2nd? Okay, there you go. March the 2nd, and that's going to be down at Numbers nightclub, is that what they call it? Yeah, Numbers Nightclub. They used to have it at Fitzgerald's, and I've only been to a couple. I've wished I have gone to more, but I've only been to a couple, and the ones that I have been to that were at Fitzgerald's a long time ago, they're pretty good, man. I remember there was this guy called the Kosher Killer, and he was this Jewish guy, comes out with a Jewish flag, Jewish trunks, and, comes out to dun, 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 and,
Hava Nagila.
The what?
Hava Nagila.
Is that what they call that song?
Yes.
Oh, well, there you go. It came out
in
to
other
that.
words, he fit perfectly in WWE.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And then, there was...
He tags a partner with Del Rio.
Yeah. And then, I can't remember the name of this girl, but there was this small, tiny Asian girl, and she had to have been, 90 pounds soaking wet. And, they gave her this gimmick that she was this big...
You just described AJ.
Yeah, I know. They gave her this gimmick of being this huge monster, but she wasn't. She was just this tiny itty bitty girl, and they gave her this move called the steamroller, where basically your opponent was laying down in the middle of the ring, and she would get on the apron of one side of the ring, roll all the way through the middle of the ring, over the opponent laying down in the middle of the ring, out to the other side of the apron, and then be like, oh my god! She squashed him with the steamroller! Oh my god, he's gotta be flattened like a pancake! It's like, dude, she's 90 pounds!
So she does a Tootsie Roll all the way around?
Yeah,
from one end to the other end?
Yeah, from one end to the other end, she just rolls all the way down.
I want to see Big Show do that.
Now, see, if Big Show were to do that, that'd be a little bit more...
That'd be funny.
It would be funny.
Kind of did that to AJ a little bit.
Who did? Oh, did she?
When he ran her over?
Oh, yeah. Well, that was just running into her, bowling her over. But
that was funny, though.
Yeah. So, anyway, there's a lot of goofy stuff that is just hilarious that happens at Doomsday, and it's just a great show. So, we are definitely going to go and watch that, because they don't put on shows that often. It's only once every 3 months or so, 3-4 months, sometimes even less than that. But yeah, I'm excited for this one.
All
right. I guess, do we have anything else for this week, Trav, or is that about all?
I gotta recharge for next week.
I guess that's it. We're heading closer and closer towards the end of the month, which is when Max is going to close the petition for Wrestling with Subtitles, and I think I saw on Twitter today something about trying to get to 1,500 signatures. I'm not sure how close he is to that, but just the fact that we're talking about 1,500 signatures at this point in time now. When he had first set a goal of 1,000, we thought that it was a really lofty goal, and seeing that he already broke that at the beginning of the month, and now we're going towards 15 with 10 days left in the month, that's a pretty big deal. That's really awesome. So check it out, change.org, to search Wrestling with Subtitles in there and sign that petition, and also leave a comment or whatever. And you can check them out, online on Facebook and Twitter and whatnot. Also check out Aaron, his graphic design thing, Awesome AG Designs on Facebook. You need a logo, print, or a t-shirt, whatever, anything that requires drawing. He's the guy to go to on that. Gnarworld Order. I think that they had said that they were going to have another show or something booked up, but I wasn't able to get back to them to see exactly when it was or whatever, but they're always having shows, so just check out their Facebook page. I know, that was such a half-assed shout-out, I'm sorry. But, check out their Facebook page. Just search on Facebook, Gnar World Order, GNAR, and that would be that.
They're having a show tomorrow.
They are?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, thank you. See, this is why I keep her around, the Google machine that she has right there. So, yeah, tomorrow we're at...
It says Riptide?
That's the name of the place? Or is that a band that's playing with them?
No, it's a place. I've heard it before.
Okay. God, I just, revealed how much of a square I am. Is that a place, or is that a band?
No, we already knew that.
Yeah, well,
you're not revealing a damn thing.
I don't know where it's at.
Okay. Well, I'm big square.
It just says Riptide.
Okay.
Yeah. And a bunch of people are going, and they must know where Riptide is.
If they're going, I would hope they know where Riptide is. Yeah.
Riptide Surf Bar. Here's the poster. 904 Avenue M, Galveston, Texas.
Oh, in Galveston. There you go. Cool. Yeah.
Well, they're from Galveston.
Yeah, they're from Galveston. So yeah, of course they would have shows there. Okay. Anyway, well, speaking of Our World Order, let's hear some of their music. And let's kick it on so that we can
fucking show.
Get out of this show. Thanks for listening, guys. Y'all have a great day. Keep it classy.